Today in Grow Garden, I'm going to go ahead and put two AIs up to the test to see which one can make me the most money in 30 minutes of playing. How this is going to work is I'm going to ask ChatGPT and Google's Gemini to go ahead and tell me how to make the most money in 30 minutes of playing the game. Obviously, this will be done on a brand new account because I already have a decent amount of money on this one. So yeah, let's get right into it, and we're going to go ahead and start with ChatGPT. Alright, so let's go ahead and join the game. Okay, so for some reason my recording wasn't working, but I have it working now. We are about 3 minutes into the challenge. We were able to buy a couple carrot seeds from the shop like always, because that's what you have to do when you're starting. Alright guys, so as I'm editing this, I just realized I never actually showed what ChatGPT said because my recording ended up glitching out. So basically what ChatGPT said was I need to immediately get multi-harvest plants, and I need to get mutations, and if I possibly can, get a sprinkler to make bigger plants. So yeah, I think that's about everything it said, because that's, I think, everything I did. It told us to go ahead and buy multi-harvest plants. So we got our strawberries down here now, and they are growing in. ChatGPT also told us to get mutations. So we, at the start of this challenge, we were during a frost event. So we did check that box too. And it looks like our strawberries are not fully grown, or at least one of them is. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this one, see how many shekels we are able to go ahead and get. Only 21 for that, but that gives us enough to buy another strawberry seed. I would buy more carrot seeds since we are just starting, but that is not what ChatGPT wants us to do. It wants us to buy only multi-harvest, apart from obviously the start where we had to buy the carrot seeds. So I'm gonna kind of repeat this a few times until I'm able to save up enough money to go ahead and buy some blueberry seeds, or maybe even tomatoes. Alright, so I just left the game and rejoined, so we were able to get access to all of this stuff here. So now we are able to actually use the gear shop, and we got our garden guide, but we won't be doing anything with the garden guide because, well, we aren't really allowed to. We're gonna keep harvesting our strawberries until we're able to, buy some more plants or buy a sprinkler of some sorts. Oh, and it looks like we're getting a big strawberry to start to grow right here, which is going to be really good for shekels. We're getting really close to being able to buy ourselves some blueberry seeds. We're currently at 319. So we have more strawberry seeds that we could buy, or we could save it for a blueberry seed. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and buy the strawberries because I feel like it's going to be a better option. Now we are getting lots and lots of strawberries at a time because we have so many strawberry plants down. Let's go ahead and sell all of this. And we are now at 214 shekels. We just got our big strawberry, so I'm gonna go see how much this one fruit will sell for. How much is this worth? And it sells for 400 alone. So with this one strawberry, we're going to be able to go ahead and buy ourselves the blueberry plant. We're now at 667. Go ahead and buy a blueberry seed and slap that down. Oh, I'm seeing some gold sparkles. So we are getting a gold strawberry right here, which is really good because, again, like ChatGPT said, it wants us to get mutations on our plants. And gold and silver, which is garnet there, do count as mutations. Alright, so we just got our gold and silver strawberries. So let's go ahead and see how much money we are able to get from these strawberries. Going to sell my inventory. And we got 600, which is a lot. And that gets us right up to the tomato seed, which we are now able to afford and plant in our garden. We're going to continue to harvest everything. It looks like we just hit 50 strawberries, which is cool. Let's go ahead and sell these. And it looks like we got another silver strawberry. A fairy appeared somewhere. So I believe if you go interact with the fairies, you are able to get a mutation on one of your plants in your garden. And like ChatGPT said, we do want to try and get mutations, so we're going to go ahead and listen to that and go interact with this fairy to get it to go to our garden. So here's the fairy. I'm going to go ahead and click interact. And let's see. Yeah, it looks like it is flying over to our garden, and it is going to one of our plants. So there's our glimmering strawberry, and this strawberry alone will sell for a grand total of 27 shekels. Does the glimmering mutation even have a multiplier? Alright, so we can go ahead and buy another tomato seed. Let's go ahead and put that down in our garden right next to our other one. Keep collecting, selling, and repeating. And we are able to buy another tomato seed, but they're out of stock, so instead we're going to go ahead and buy 2 blueberries. Alright, I bought all of the multi-harvest crops that we are able to in stock. So let's go ahead and plant them all down. So after that, nothing really even happened. We kind of just kept selling and collecting plants. So I'm kind of just gonna skip to the end of ChatGPT's segment. And that's time. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell everything I currently have in my inventory. And we end with a grand total of 16,748 shekels. Which honestly I don't think is too bad, considering our tomatoes didn't even grow once, and the tomatoes were the best fruits we actually had. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and write that down, and now we're gonna go ahead and move on to Google Gemini. Alright, so we've got Gemini, and that is my name, so we're gonna go ahead and blur that out. Let's go ahead and put in this prompt. Alright, so looks like Gemini is saying start with carrots and move to strawberries. Then it says focus on multi-harvest plant, which is the exact same thing that ChatGPT said. It also says take advantage of mutation and weather. It says check the daily quests and shop items, which is actually a lot smarter, because if we do complete a quest, we can go ahead and open a seed pack to get rarer plants. It says if you can afford it, a basic sprinkler can increase growth speed and fruit size. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So Gemini actually told me to use carrots, which means I can buy carrots longer than just until I have enough to buy strawberries, and only use strawberries from then on, which is good because at the start carrots are extremely useful. Even if you have enough money for money for strawberries. Anyways, let's go ahead and plant these down, and we're basically going to just buy a bunch of carrots and have some strawberries on the side, because that's basically what it told us to do. Alright, let's sell our inventory, buy some more carrots, plant them. Oh, we already got a silver mutation, which is good. So yeah, looks like we can already buy some strawberry seeds. So let's go ahead and plant everything down. I'm also gonna go ahead and leave and rejoin so we do get access to the gear shop over there. Oh, it looks like we got a lucky harvest and got ourselves another carrot seed. Again, like ChatGPT, Google Gemini did say to buy multi-harvest, so we're gonna go ahead and buy some blueberries again. Looks like our seed shop just restocked, so we can go ahead and start buying some more carrots and strawberries again. A fairy appeared somewhere, which is going to be really good, because just like ChatGPT, Gemini did tell us to go ahead and interact with the fairies, so we can get some mutations. Alright, and we just got to our first 1,000 shekels. Okay, so I didn't really do much after this. I just kept collecting fruits and selling them and doing that over and over again. But then the fairy event started, and this was happening during a windy event. So we were able to get 2 mutations at a time, which Gemini did tell us to do to get more mutations. But it's not exactly fair because ChatGPT only got 1 weather event. So yeah, the numbers might not be that fair. We got about 10 minutes left, so I'm not going to go ahead and buy anything else, just like what we did with ChatGPT. And in the last 10 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and collect everything we can. Alright, for the last 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and blur the money. So make sure you guys watch to the very end to see which AI makes the most. Alright, and that is time. We have nothing in our inventory left at all. I've got our number. So let's go ahead and see which account made more money. Alright, so I'm back on my main account, and I know how much each account made. So ChatGPT was able to make 16,748 shekels, and Google Gemini was able to make a grand total of 24,578 shekels. Now, this wasn't completely fair because there was the fairy event during Google Gemini's kind of turn, and ChatGPT didn't get a whole fairy event, but I still think Google Gemini would have made more just because there's such a big difference. Almost 10,000 shekels. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a good day, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe. Bye.